Welcome back, everybody, to March of the Living. I am your host, the post-apocalyptic zombie surviving Falcon. This right here is the Three of Us DLC. Was that good? I'll be honest with you, next episode you probably won't hear that title. I forgot what I just said a while ago, but that's okay, that's fine. Either way, we're checking out the release of the new expansion for March of the Living. So far, pretty good, I'm going to say. Really good, as a matter of fact. At the moment, we need to feed these individuals. Let's go ahead and get some food in us, alright? In case you're wondering about the expansion, it comes out on the 18th. I'm recording this like a day or two before the release, so just a bit of a heads up here. Mark has a little bit of damage on him, but otherwise pretty good. Let's go into the map. Here is going to be our first destination of supplies, and hopefully where apparently we'll give birth to a child. Now, I imagine we'll give birth to the child, assuming we stay there long enough for the birth. Now, my problem is, how's that going to work out? Is the baby going to work out like the cat scenario with that one other survivor that you could play as in the original vanilla game? I don't know. I'm curious about it, though. We have two zombies here chasing me, huh? Well, luckily for you guys, or I mean, unfortunately for you guys, really, I am now semi-rested and fed. Therefore, they can shoot you with crossbows and you will die. Not really a big deal. You guys reload, though, huh? Go back to traveling. Jenny quickly walks over the side of the road and waves everyone over. She points up the road. There in the distance, see them. I can't quite make anything out. Mark nods. Yeah, I see them. Two of them. They're wearing uniforms and carrying weapons. We could ambush them. Jenny looks nervous. What do we do? I don't trust them. Let's hide. They have weapons. Let's ambush them. Let's talk to them. Attacking people with weapons in this game is not really a good situation. They will shred you to pieces, assuming you're not really properly set up for it. And I don't think we're properly set up with it. I mean, we have crossbows and everything, but it just, if we miss, we have a long reload period. So I'm thinking, let's, maybe they're, I don't know, maybe they're leftovers of civilization. Let's talk to them. I'm going with my gut here. The group gets on the road and walks towards the two figures. Michael waves his arms over his head as the group approaches. Jenny recognizes them as Steve and Rick, guards from the camp. We found them, Rick says, jogging the last part of the way. I thought it was them. Steve smiles. We've been out here looking for you guys. What happened? We didn't feel safe at the camp anymore. We just wanted to leave, see how things are out here. Well, let's go with the first one. That's really what happened. Steve frowns. I'm sorry to hear that. If you come back with us, we could make sure you're safe. Yeah, Rick chimes in. We'll protect you. Keep you safe. Anybody getting some creepy vibes from this? I am. Why are they so intent on bringing us back? Like, why? What would you definitely have to benefit from? Two dudes and a pregnant woman that are apparently eating your supplies. If anything, you now have more supplies because we're gone. I'm gonna say we'll take our chances out here. Jenny shakes her head, and I don't want to go back. Rick looks concerned. I'm sorry to hear that. Steve smiles. It really is safer, but I guess we can't force you. You folks heading east, then? No, south, towards the family house, Michael offers. Rick smiles. Have a safe trip, then. That right there, by the way, is, a lie, because we're not going south, we're going east. Good. Good on you, Michael. I think that's a really good choice on your part. Jenny sits down to rest as the guard walks back to the west. Michael waves at them in the distance, watching them leave. I don't trust them, Jenny said, hugging her chest. Something about them. Agreed. Let's avoid the guards in the future. I told you guys. Something about that seems just really awkward to me. Alrighty. Back on the road we go. Why would they want us back, though? Like, what would be the ideal situation? They turn into, like, a cannibalistic cult or something while we're gone? We've been, like, gone a couple of days, if anything. Anyway. 4 Zambros on the road. Nah, let's just deal with it. Michael. Get a shot here. Jenny down here. Reload. I love the crossbow, believe me. Like, when you don't have, like, all the negative debuffs in the world, they're really good. But when you're, like, up against, like, you know, fatigue and hunger, then it becomes quite a bit of an issue here. Alrighty. Good. Finish with our travel here. Jenny lowers herself to the side of the road. I want to rest. Michael sets down his gear and finds a comfortable space on the grass. Jenny turns to Mark and points down the road. Go keep a lookout for us. Mark shrugs and moves along the road, weapon at the ready. Jenny turns back to Michael. Do you remember what today is? I don't think I even know what date it is. Jenny smirks. Of course you wouldn't remember. 8 years ago, ring a bell? You were almost late, as usual. You mean our anniversary? Sorry, it doesn't remind me of anything. Let's go with the first one. Jenny chuckles. I guess you can remember if I give you some obvious hints. Well, I have had a few other things to distract me lately. Jenny looks down and pats her belly. I have a reminder of how time passes. Jenny gets to her feet. Let's get going. Alright. Well, we're almost to our very first destination at the very least. And so far, everything's going pretty good. We have a ton of supplies, dog. Like, if we could get a rifle, we'll be set for a while. Jenny walks over to the side of the road and leans against a fence post. She starts coughing and spitting. Michael walks over. More morning sickness? Jenny grimaces and nods as her body shakes. You're strong, you can endure this. I'm sorry you have to suffer this. Let's go with the first one. Sounds more encouraging, you know? Jenny stands up with a pained look on her face. She leans against Michael. Thanks, I really mean that. I appreciate you saying it. I told you, man, it's all about the encouragement. Michael puts his arm around Jenny and helps her back to the road. Let's get going, you're ready. As the group gets back to the road, they're surprised to see an older woman there holding a bag. Morning sickness, I assume? Michael nods. Yes, and you are? My name was Nurse Jefferson back in the day, but now I'm just Sonia. I'm a midwife. Can you help me with the morning sickness? Sonia chuckles. If I could do that reliably, I would have been rich before all this, but I do know a few tricks that can help. The midwife digs around in her bag for a bit. She looks at Michael and says, be a dear and go get some leaves from that mint plant over there. This plant? Does it smell like mint? Good. Sonia turns to Mark. You two, go help him gather. Mark smirks and heads over to pick leaves. Both return and hand the leaves over to Sonia. Did the spelling of her name go from a YA to an IA? On the screen before this? Or am I just wrong? Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Maybe I was thinking of like Sonia Blade or something, I don't know. She puts them in a small grinder and adds some powder. Here you go, dear, take this. Mark frowns. Not sure I trust this folk medicine stuff. I'm with you, Mark. Not that I don't trust folk medicine, I kind of really don't. I barely even trust regular, real medicine, to be honest with you. But, just the idea that we're running to the stranger in the middle of fucking nowhere and be like, oh, hey, yeah, you're sick? Here you go. Let me just get you some random shit here to have. It just doesn't sound like, you know, good vibrations to me. Yeah, not sure about eating leaves from the side of the road. I think mint is supposed to help with nausea. Well, I mean, I think that's true. I think I've read that. Okay. Jenny shrugs and puts the concoction in her mouth. It's not even the leaves that I'm worried about, it's the powder. Really. Chew on it slowly, and that should help your nausea. Sonia reaches into her bag and pulls out some pills and hands them to everyone. Don't tell anyone you got these from me. I could lose my license. If Jenny trusts you, I guess we can too. I don't think you have to worry about your license, you know, in the post-apocalypse here, Sonia. Sonia winks. Those should give everyone some pep. Give everyone a some pep. Not pep, but a some pep. Now I must go. Jenny holds up her hand. Come with us, I could use you. Sonia gives a wan smile. I love to, dear, but my daughter is over to the west. I see you folks are going east. Sonia stands up and waves. Good luck, dear. I guess she was a good person after all. I mean, can you really blame me, though, for being, you know, sketchy about it, though? I mean, you can't blame me. I mean, would you do it? Would you go ahead and accept just a random concoction somebody came up in the street with? Oh, yeah, I see that you're coughing a lot, huh? Well, let me go ahead and pull out this random powder from my bag, mix it with some random plant around us, and here, have it. I'd be like, nah, it's okay, thank you. Alrighty, so we're hungry. Let's go ahead and get some food. And we're quite tired, but our destination is right in front of us, so we might as well just head there before we get some rest, huh? The group finds a cabin in the woods, just as described. Mark pulls the key out of his pocket and unlocks the door. He gives a cheesy bow and says, ladies first. Jenny smirks and heads inside. Mark stops Michael. Hey, one moment. What's up? Mark glances inside the cabin, then back to Michael. Let's go make sure that there are no rotters around. Michael nods and follows behind Mark. They make a wide circle around the cabin and find nothing. Mark sits down on a bench beside the cabin and offers a seat next to him. How you holding up? I'm doing okay, all things considered, or I didn't expect it to be so tough out here. Let's go with the first one. Mark laughs. One day at a time, right? One foot in front of the other. Michael leans back and takes a deep breath. Yeah, keep going no matter what. And you have more than yourself to worry about. A pregnant woman who needs a strong husband to help her survive from one day to the next, right? Yeah, I gotta take care of Jenny too. Mark gives Michael a light punch in the shoulder. Damn right you do. You gotta protect her. Take a bullet for her if you have to. Mark, where are we going with this here, huh? Michael takes a deep breath. Yeah. Wow, yeah. I don't know, man. I worry about Jenny. And the baby? Yeah. A long silence fills the air. Michael breaks the silence and says, is this the type of world I want to raise a child in? Mike, this is a blessing. We need children for the human race to survive. I don't like the name Mike. Call me Michael. Mark frowns. Sorry. But I guess you're right. Jenny comes out of the cabin with an armload of supplies. Oh, hey! What are you guys talking about? Mark stands up and helps Jenny with the supplies. Nothing much. Just, you find everything? Yeah. I like the decorations inside. It marks miles. Yeah, it's a nice place to get away from it all. What did you find? I found a bunch of medical supplies that should be useful, also some food and a radio. Jenny sets down a battery-powered radio and switches it on. The radio blares. I repeat, if you can hear this message, come to Spirit Lake near the town of... The batteries fade and the signal is lost. Spirit Lake near the town of... Who knows? Spirit Lake, where is that? Jenny holds up her hand. Give me a moment. Oh, I know where it is. My family used to vacation there. It's just a bit to the east. Mark nods. Sounds like a good idea to go there. Safety in numbers. Jenny looks at Michael. Sure, sounds promising. Jenny nods. Okay, that's settled. Let's get these supplies loaded up and head east. 17 food rations. That's really good. First aid kit. Very good. Oh my goodness God. Yes! All the medicine in the world that I would need. Wow. Not enough room to carry it, too. That's a problem. Alright, diamond ring. Let's be honest here. It could be useful for an event down the line, but I haven't seen one. Of course, they've added a lot more events, so it could be useful now. I don't know. But, hammer isn't really that great now that we have the baton. I don't expect Jenny to get into melee combat, so we'll say hammer goodbye. And I will grab... Well, Mark. First and foremost, Mark should probably get healed up. Max them out where we're at it, so we'll do one bandage on him. Actually, we'll do these. Get rid of the single items, so... Michael, pick up a hammer momentarily. Mark, put this away. Use antibiotics, and use that. There you go. This is away, and Michael, hammer away. Okay, so now we have... We're leaving the watch, the hammer behind for sure, and then we want to take this, I suppose, so... I'll hold on to the diamond ring a bit longer, I guess. Portable radio, might as well. Jenny, wedding ring. Crossbow, duct tape, nails. This could be useful for an event. Old shotgun. We're not even using it just yet, but, well... Like, boy. I'm considering just dumping this. Actually, no, I'm going to hold on to it. Maybe we could trade it at a camp or something. So, let's just load up what we have available. We have 4 slots available, apparently. So, 5. Yeah, 5. So, blanket over here. We'll give you first aid kit because you mostly do melee attacks, so you'll probably get hurt more often. Take that, and then you take that, and that hammer stays behind. It's pretty good. Alrighty, map it is. And our next destination is going to be in the next map over, more than likely. Yep. Spirit Lake all the way over here. We have a long road ahead of us, so we might as well start hitting the road now. What do you mean fatigue is low? Did you guys not get any rest before you left from the cabin? It's supposed to be safe there. Up ahead, you can see a human body lying on the road. Avoid it and keep moving. Search the body, throw a rock at it. Let's avoid that body, huh? Let's just avoid it altogether. We do have a city coming up. We are tired, so maybe... Yeah, let's go to that city. I honestly prefer... I mean, I'm really surprised we didn't get any rest in the cabin, considering we were there and it was safe. You arrived in Warfield. Cities are great to find supplies, but are highly dangerous places, so be careful. First and foremost, let's get some food. We have a lot of food anyway, so get fed. Try to get some rest now, before we start searching around. Good. You guys got it this time. Alright. And we got it. Now, let's start scavenging about here. And let's move you guys into position first. 1, 2, and 3. You guys are loaded up? Yeah. Okay, let's go up to... let's do grocery store first. And, since we have a pretty decent amount of food, let's just do for 20 minutes, maybe. I don't really want to risk it too much here at the moment. We're doing relatively fine, but... more items would not be a bad thing. Like 6 more food ration. Scavenge, we'll do... apartments for 20 minutes. The other ones are a bit too high for the reward. Okay, good. Well, 90% chance of an attack? How about fuck yeah? We have a couple of grabbers coming at us from what side? From the front. Okay, Michael. Target that grabber. And you target the other grabber. They're down! Very nice. Reload. Reload. Mark, we might have you do some combat here pretty soon. Maybe. We'll see. Shoot. Shoot. Mark, come down here. Nice. You guys reload me while Mark fights this guy. Nice, good job, Mark. Rifle bullets and... oh, dude, no way! No way! Oh, good God. After that terrible RNG early on, we have now the best RNG in the world. Crossbow. Everybody's got their own crossbow now. This is going to be great. You know what? Get on out of here, semi-automatic. Don't need you anymore. Crossbow time it is. Yo, we got like the entire Daryl Dixon crew over here. That's what's happening here right now. Couple of Daryl Dixons going forward, huh? Okay, scavenge about. Let's do the hospital for 19% chance of encounter. More like 100%, knowing the RNG here. Nothing was found. Okay. Scavenge, we'll do drugstore. It's really high. You know what? No. We have a decent amount of medical supplies. I'll do 20 for 17. That's ideal. But 20 minutes for 39%? Way too high. More bullets. Okay. And fatigue's looking fine. Hunger, yeah, well, you know, hunger, it happens. It's time for us to leave. Oh, another city, too, coming up. Yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do another city as well. You normally don't see city after city, which is actually pretty ideal. You arrive in Cotter. Cities are great? Yeah. Of course they're great. Assuming you could get some rest in them. Well, let's start out with getting some food here for one. We don't need rest now, so we scavenge first, I'm going to say. Grocery store, always really important for the food. You know what? Let's do 43% chance, because I want to load up on food. And everybody's got their own crossbow, so that's pretty ideal. Yeah! A bobblehead of a baseball player you don't know! Well, no room for that bobblehead, unfortunately, so you... stay behind, bobblehead. Sorry to say, bobblehead. Let's go to the hospital. We'll do... I guess we'll risk that one. Okay, that's fine. Everybody can take a shot here, so that's cool. Oh, look, they're dead already. Mark and Mark. Good vibrations. Get a kill over here, huh? Such a good vibe. Marky Mark, come on! That's not a very good vibration when you miss, Marky Mark. Well, everybody's reloading at least, so everybody can go. Oh, there you go. Got him this time. Reload. Oh, fine and dandy. Scavenge. What do we got? Let's do police station for... not too crazy about that. I'm going to hold off on that one. Scavenge. Apartments. That's not bad. 11% chance of encounter for 20 minutes. Not bad at all. I'll take that one. Pack of cigarettes. I have a feeling like this could be a really useful item in a post-apocalyptic scenario. So I think we take this. I'd rather even take that over the fucking diamond ring, to be honest with you. We could use a blanket for some warmth down the line, maybe, so I don't want to get rid of that. Oh, look, another bobblehead. Get rid of the bobblehead. There you go. Got some cigs instead. And drugstore. Let's go. Don't risk it. And jump away we do. Oh, I forgot to rest at the city before we left. That's my bad. Well, it happens. Fortunately for us, those guys died instantly. More pistol bullets, I'll take it. You guys are reloading, great. Back to traveling. I know you're probably sick of hearing this, Jenny starts to say. Michael interrupts. Just let me guess, you have to pee. It's not my fault. Michael smiles. Fine, go do your business over there. Jenny walks quickly over to the bushes. I won't be long. Wait for you, this time. Mark walks over to Michael. Hey man, maybe lay off the teasing a bit? Michael furrows his brow. Jenny doesn't seem to mind it. Mark shrugs. Just saying. Jenny walks back on the road. Okay, we can get going now. What? What do you mean, lay off the teasing? Okay. Fuck you, Mark. Don't be moving in on my woman here, okay? I'm saying, that's, first that whole talk about, the kid and, having to take a bullet for her, and now, hey, don't tease her too much. Okay, Mark, you're starting to give me some bad vibrations here, Marky Mark. You see a man on the side of the road struggling to open a crate marked supplies. At your approach, he stops what he's doing and waves to you. He requests your assistance in opening the crate, explaining that it was dropped by a helicopter to help the survivors, and promises to share the contents if you give him a hand. Okay, we can open the crate. You badly need the supplies, draw your weapon and tell the man to leave. This seems a bit too good to be true. It might be a trap. You wish the man good luck and move on. Let's open the crate. Who will open the crate? Let's go ahead and let's send Marky Mark over here, huh? He's my guinea pig. The lid pops off and Mark takes a look inside. It seems to be a typical supply drop and the man happily shares it with you. Ah, hey! Why would they drop a wedding ring? Is that really in the back of their minds right now? You know what? I know there's zombies killing everybody out there, but I think marriage is a really important thing right now. Let's send a wedding ring along with these supplies. Man, we're looking really stocked up over here, I gotta say. You know what? Let's get some food. Get some food, because we're looking pretty good. Map it back out. And hey, we're almost at the end of this map. Might even get to the end of this map before the end of the episode. Two of you fellows, huh? Well, it's nighttime. In nighttime, we do have a tendency to miss more often, which we just saw right there. As a matter of fact, we just saw it twice. Reload, everybody. There you go. Not sure who got it, but somebody got that shot off, which is good. Reload. I guess it was Michael. Travel! Jenny suddenly stops and grabs her stomach. Ow! She bends over in pain. What's wrong? Jenny takes a deep breath and stands back up straight. This little guy is kicking hard. A little surprising, to be honest. She bends over again, and he's persistent. How do you know it's a little guy? Jenny grins. His kicks feels like masculine to me. Michael raises an eyebrow. You're an expert on masculine kicks now? Jenny rolls her eyes. If you were carrying him inside you, you'd understand. Michael opens his mouth to say something, then brings a finger up to his lips. Shh, do you hear that? Jenny strains to hear, then nods. That's some sort of music. Michael holds a hand up to his ear. I can't quite tell what it is. Jenny looks down and pats her stomach. Whatever it is, it's calmed him down. Or her. Jenny smirks. Where is that music coming from? Let's go find out, or don't you think it's a little creepy? Technically, it's a bit creepy, especially in the middle of the night. But, you know, I'm always down to experiments. Let's go find out. Michael holds out his hand and Jenny grabs it with a laugh. They go walking along the forest near the road, but the music only seems to get further away. Jenny shrugs. I guess it's gone now. Let's go back to the road. Yeah, I guess mysteries remain a mystery. Interesting. Interesting. Why is, oh, we're moving time because we went out to explore that noise. You notice a car by the side of the road. Before you tap down to check it out, you also realize that a small horde of infected are rapidly approaching. A quick glance at the car indicates that it's not exactly in working order, so a rapid getaway is out of the question. Perhaps there is another use for it. Fight the infected, or if you had a mechanic's trade, we could go ahead and rig the car to explode. That could be pretty useful. But obviously we don't have a mechanic on us, so we have to, unfortunately, fight the Zambros ourselves. You know, that's one of the things I always didn't enjoy about the game. Like, for the most part, you always run into a lot of, like, events that require traits, and... like, none of the characters that you start off with normally have traits. So you have to rely on people that you recruit along the road. But it's not really such an event that happens too often, recruits, so it feels like a lot of the time you run into these events that require traits, and you never really have any traits to actually deal with them, unless you're like talking about like the second or third map or something like that. But at least early on, like everything that you run into, you can never really interact with. That's always bothered me. Like some of these characters, like the startup characters, should have like some random traits. Like somebody should be a mechanic for things like this, somebody should be a nurse for other events, you know, but it's just me, I guess. With the infected dispatch, you can safely examine the car. It's damaged, but you might be able to get it moving. Believe me, we can, because, again, we're not mechanics. We are very tired, though, which is not good. Map. We're almost to the exit point, at least. We have, like, maybe 2 more jumps after this one. We need to get some rest here pretty soon. You're instantly alerted by a large volume of gunfire up ahead on the road. As you unholster your weapon, a small group of survivors run past, shooting at the large horde bearing down on them. Some of the rotters spot you and start charging at you. Oh, you dicks! You guys are bona fide assholes, man. I have a pregnant woman here, and you're luring these assholes right at me. The nerve of these guys. Well, fortunately for us, we're got under control here. Crossbow City, baby. After you dispatch the last of your foes, you turn to see if you can find the assholes who dumped their problems on you. By now, though, they've moved far beyond your reach, of course. Alrighty. Almost there. One more jump after this one. Now, I should probably get some rest over here. However, normally at the checkpoints, you get some rest from a safe haven. So, I'm trying to get there, and then we'll get our rest. An older man in his underwear is clumsily walking around the road. It seems that he has no idea where he is. Well, apparently, neither do his pants. Ask the man if he's lost. Ask where his clothes are. Ignore the man. So ask him if he's lost. Lost? No! I'm exactly where I belong. What about you? Are you lost? East means peace. Nothing you don't know already. You continue heading east as the man goes back to talking to himself. Yeah, this guy's a nut job, apparently. Alrighty, here is our safe haven, thankfully. Get there before any fight, please. Please. Yeah! Fortified community with a barter stand. Cool, and we get to do some trades over here. They only have wallets and antibiotics. Not really that great. But we do have a couple of items we're going to toss away here. So let's see, Michael, let's get rid of, you know, diamond ring, whatever, man. 1 credit, go away. No, I don't want to get rid of the bandage. Portable radio could be useful for something, who knows. Maybe we'll get some batteries for it. A watch. You will never be late again. Could be useful for an event. That's probably her wedding ring. I don't want to mess with that. Nails and blanket. get rid of the blanket finally. Mark. You know what, Mark? Let's get rid of the old shotgun, too. I mean, we're doing pretty good with the crossbows for now. We have a lot of ammunition over here, but we don't have like a good weapon for it. We don't have like a regular rifle or a regular shotgun. All we have is old equipment, which is really terrible for accuracy. So we might as well just sell the old revolver as well. And just roll with crossbows, huh? Yeah, that's pretty good. Mark, let's see. That's about it. Pack of cigarettes. I'm going to hold on for any future event. So we have how many credits piled up here? 12. Let's go ahead and buy... Should we go with food or... never anything wrong with food, I gotta say. There we go. Just a bit more food. Everything else I think we're relatively okay with. So we close this off. We get some free rest over here. And once we wake up, we get some food in us. Fatigue? There you go. Don't die while you're sleeping, guys, because you're hungry. I will feed you soon. Believe me, I will. Eat. Eat again. There you go. All is well. So we're going to wrap it up here for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a thumbs up. Leave a like. I'm not trying to consider whether we're going to continue beyond this point. We already got the first map done. As I mentioned, this game kind of cropped up on me, the DLC. I wasn't really expecting to cover this, but it came out of nowhere, so I felt like I needed to do it, because I really did enjoy the first time around, but I'm really busy with a bunch of other stuff. Let me know in the comments if you're enjoying it, and I'll continue doing the entire run. Otherwise, we might just wrap it up before that. But we'll see. Let me know how you're feeling. I will catch you next time.